This is News 6 Tonight.
Good evening. It is Thursday, October 30th. Welcome to News 6 Tonight. I'm News 6 anchor Lisa Bell, filling in for Matt Austin.
Thank you for doing that, Lisa. It's been fun having you. You're not gonna be here tomorrow. I think it'll be Mike Valenti tomorrow. I'm Ginger Gadsden. Thank you for making some time for us tonight as we kind of dissect some of the big stories happening today, and a big story that's happening right now at this very moment. We did it as breaking news at 6 o'clock, and we had not planned on talking about it for 9 o'clock, but it's gotten so bad we have to at least mention it at the top here. If you have a flight out of Orlando International Airport, if you're expecting anyone to fly into Orlando International Airport, good luck. The latest is that they had some sort of stoppage earlier today, and the reason we're finding out now is because of the federal shutdown. There are not enough people working in air traffic control to get these flights off the ground safely. By the way, the average wait right now, or the average delay for a flight taking off, is about 3 hours. And the longest we have seen, it said 714 minutes. That's almost 12 hours.
Yeah. And unfortunately, when this begins, it's kind of like a domino effect.
Yes.
And we're understanding there might not actually be any controllers available after 10 o'clock
As of 10 o'clock tonight.
So that could cause a lot of cancellations. And then, as you know, it could be days.
Days.
Who knows how long before everything is kind of caught up again.
Yeah, so we just wanted to get you caught up on that. If you are taking a flight tomorrow or even this weekend, because a lot of people might be traveling, or if you're expecting someone to come in, because if the flights aren't taking up, they're not allowing inbound flights. Those flights are the ones that we take off on. So what's going to happen there? You need a plane. Exactly. So we are going to keep a close eye on that. We're going to have that coming up for you at 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. So be sure and check back with us for the very latest. But another big story we have been following, it's a back and forth between State Attorney Monique Worrell for Orange and Osceola counties, and of course, our James Uthmire, Attorney General for the state of Florida. Those two have really been going at it back and forth. Worrell had already been removed from office by Governor Ron DeSantis last year. She won re-election, of course, but Uthmire wrote a letter saying that he did not agree with a case that she is in charge of prosecuting, and he said it was a stand your ground case where this road rage happened. I'm going to let our community correspondent Mike Valenti break down exactly what happened here today, because it was unexpected.
The purpose of Thursday's hearing was for a judge to hear the defense's motion to dismiss. It was slated to last several hours, as Tina Algio's defense attorney was expected to make an argument for why he believes his client acted in self-defense.
How would you like to plead, ma'am?
No contest, Your Honor.
Tina Algio adjudicated guilty Thursday on an aggravated battery charge in connection to the death of Mikhail Svetkov. As part of the plea deal, Algio will spend 18 months behind bars, and prosecutors dropped the murder charge.
Based on the interference of the Attorney General, this is the justice that this case has come to.
State Attorney Monique Worrell is referring to the letter Attorney General James Uthmire sent her last month, urging her to drop the prosecution against Algio. The letter was accompanied by this video shared on social media.
Under Florida law, she justifiably stood her ground and acted in self-defense.
Prosecutors had argued that Algio provoked Svetkov, who was seen on video opening Algio's car door and appearing to punch her while she was inside. Seconds later, she shot him. Worrell contended Algio escalated the road rage incident when her car hit Svetkov's. That act represented the aggravated battery charge.
Look, it was a difficult case, and it's tough.
Defense attorney Mark O'Mara's interpretation of what happened that day, December 2nd, 2024, differs from Worrell's, but the two share a similar perspective on how the Attorney General has comported himself as far as this case is concerned.
I don't think it's appropriate for any politician to get involved in the system.
In response to Thursday's plea deal, Attorney General James Uthmire posted this to X, quote, "We're glad to see that Orlando State Attorney Worrell took our advice and dropped the unjust murder charge against Tina Algio this morning. Ms. Algio clearly acted in self-defense. In Florida, we will protect the right to stand your ground against violent aggressors," end quote.
So that was a really big change of events. We did not expect that to happen today for her to take that plea deal.
Right.
And so when it happened, it really wrapped things up pretty
Because
quickly.
the state attorney general was saying she shouldn't be charged at
At
all,
all.
but then she accepted this plea deal. So I think the one thing that is likely to happen in the future is this battle between the state and state attorney Monique
Yeah,
Worrell will likely
it's going to
continue.
continue.
Yes. Speaking of things that are going to continue, the saga that's happening in Osceola County involving the suspended Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez and his associates. So we recently reported that his estranged wife, Robin Severance Lopez, has been rearrested.
Hmm.
And so there were a lot of questions surrounding that. What sort of
We
charges
couldn't
is she
figure out what
facing
was
now?
going on. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we now have the body cam video. So let's go ahead and play this. And we want to bring you up to speed on this case. A couple months ago, Robin Severance Lopez and then she raised her hand in a courtroom and swore under oath that she did not have access to much money. But investigators now say that was not true, and that's what led to this arrest that you see. News 6 has just obtained this video showing her being taken into custody. This was last week. She was originally arrested in June, accused of taking part in an illegal gambling operation along with her estranged husband. She was released from jail on bond, but she was required to wear a GPS ankle monitor and she had to pay for it. Now, back in August, Severance Lopez asked a judge to remove the GPS, saying she could not afford it. And during that hearing, she testified she did not have access to any bank accounts other than the one she shared with her husband.
Well,
So days before that hearing, investigators say that they obtained photos that show her going into two different banks in Kissimmee and opening up 3 separate bank accounts under only her name. Authorities in the pictures and images that they've released, they've blacked out her face because she is the spouse of a law enforcement officer. And then on the day of that court hearing where Severance Lopez testified that she could not access her personal bank account, investigators say more than $16,000 was actually sitting in her new bank account. So that's what we're understanding is led up to this arrest
yeah.
and why she was placed
It was a
back in
big
jail.
mystery last week. It's like, what happened?
Right. By the way, she has pleaded not guilty to providing false information. And for now, it appears she will be remaining in jail while awaiting trial for her alleged role in the illegal gambling operation, which was the first arrest. Meantime, her estranged husband remains out of custody while he awaits his
Yeah.
trial. And so there are so many layers to this
Oh
case.
my
'Cause there
gosh.
seems to be more and more people involved.
And so many people have taken plea deals already. I think
Yeah.
5 or 6 of them, maybe 5, have taken plea deals. So it's got a lot of layers. And you said it. These are stories that we will be talking about
Yeah.
for a while, and we have been talking about them for a while. So no surprise that Mike DeForest asked for the video here
Yeah,
and got it. Yeah.
And that's sometimes what it takes in order to get that additional information, because all we knew was basically she'd been rearrested, but not
That's not a whole lot to
necessarily
go on.
why.
Yeah. So now we have some answers, and we'll continue to. Mike has been doing he's such a dogged reporter, and has done such a great work on getting information as it happens in this case. All right, the story that we have been talking about for a few days now is Hurricane Melissa, when it slammed into Jamaica as a Category 5, and the help that the people of that island will need for a long, long time to come. And you just have to start. You have to start somewhere. And we are fortunate here. I said it on the news that I know the people of Central Florida will step in and step up and help other people, because we have been helped so many times when we've been hit by disasters like hurricanes. Well, Attorney Dan Newland, who is well known in this area, is doing just that, and people are so familiar with him. He loaded up a couple of his private planes and started the process of sending help for them. Our community correspondent Angie Casada has more on what's happening there.
Newland's team plans on running multiple flights just like this one here on the tarmac, bringing aid and partnering with faith-based groups and local organizations to reach the most impacted areas. Crews loaded up relief supplies into Dan Newland's private jet, filled with food, water, and medical aid headed to Jamaica. The attorney said his team could not sit by after seeing the destruction Hurricane Melissa left behind. He's partnering with reggae artist Shaggy.
So seeing these images and such, reached out to the hospitals in Kingston, Montego Bay, and found out what their needs were. And that's how we got started. Really working directly with the hospitals was Shaggy's most important objective. We also got a lot of medicine that was donated by local physicians.
The Category 5 storm pummeled Jamaica with 185-mile-per-hour winds, leaving neighborhoods in ruins, entire communities cut off, and nearly 80% of the island without power. There's widespread flooding and mud-filled roads in St. Elizabeth Parish, where classrooms, homes, and historic buildings were flattened. Local leaders say hundreds of families remain in shelters, and relief crews are still struggling to clear major roads.
Historic buildings, churches, courthouse, the parish council, and all the heritage buildings have been destroyed.
Collectively, we're all making a difference. It's a way to remind people, like, there's a lot of people suffering like 3 hours from here, and we can all maybe find a way to chip in or do something cool to help them out.
And that's really what it's all about. And I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but when those shipments arrive in Jamaica, those people of Jamaica are not going to ask, what's your party affiliate?
Yeah.
Who do you support? They don't care.
Yeah.
And that's what
And
it's all
just those
about.
getting those critical supplies,
Yeah,
because there are so many people
100%.
without clean water right now, without electricity. And
Yeah.
of course, you know, as the cleanup continues and as they continue to find more survivors, they are going to need those medical supplies.
Oh my gosh,
So
100%. And
all
if
of
you
those things needed.
and you know, if you want to help the people of Jamaica or just in the Caribbean in general, we have lots of resources for you, legitimate ones. You can go to clickorlando.com and figure out how to best use your resources in helping the people of Jamaica and beyond, because you know they would do the same for us.
Yeah. So, and I'm glad you directed people to our website, because
Yeah,
that's the way
a
to
lot of
go. Yes.
resources, because some people might be soliciting you and they may not be legit. Don't be scammed. That's another story altogether. Okay, stay with us, because when we come back, what the smell is going on in Sanford?
Okay, I thought you were going to talk about something else. Yes, we've got an update on the smell and some solutions, so
Mhm.
that's good.
Yeah.
But also there is a mascot competition, a naming competition that's
Oh.
underway, and we do have details of that also on clickorlando.com.
Yeah, and we want to see what you think about some
We've
of the
come up
names
with
we
some
can.
ideas.
Yeah.
This is for the new Orlando football team. They called the
Orlando Storm. Yeah.
They're looking for some ideas.
For a
You and I
mascot and a name.
generated some
Uh-huh.
ideas tonight. So, and
I have the winning one already.
okay, well, we're hoping that our sports director Jamie Say will weigh in, and she's going to
She's
pick
like,
the winner.
don't drag
tonight.
her into
Yes.
this. We'll be right back. Yeah, and you got the latest from the show just a little while ago, I think. So make sure we have that for News 6 tonight. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We know you're busy, but news doesn't stop, and neither do we.
That's right. And this is News 6 Tonight, where we leverage this entire busy newsroom with our community correspondents, our producers, our content desk, and then we filter through that. We have a casual conversation about the news that impacts Central Florida.
Yeah, we live here in the community, and we rely on you for our neighborhood network, because you're our eyes and ears as well, and we can't do it without you.
So you can watch us all over the place, YouTube, News 6 Plus app, and clickorlando.com. While you're here, feel free to engage. Let us know who you are and where you're from.
Welcome back to News 6 Tonight. And I don't know if you live, work, or have visited Sanford recently, but if you have, say, since September, you may have noticed something a little stinky.
Little foul.
Yeah, a little foul. We certainly have been hearing about it from people who live, work, and visit there, saying, what is that smell in Sanford?
That's a question you never want to have to pose.
No. Because when they reach out to us, it's typically not a good thing.
Yeah.
So our community correspondent, Catherine Silver, has been staying on top of this Sanford stench. And she has an update, a good update for us. So let's go ahead and listen to her report.
It's been an ongoing odor issue ever since we learned that the fan that pulls air from the tanks here through an odor control unit broke. On top of that, there were issues with the drying system, and the city admits that they weren't running some equipment like it should be. But there is an update. The city manager posted this statement on social media this week that says while they wait for a custom odor control exhaust fan to arrive next month, they've installed a temporary fan, which has provided some relief. Do you feel that?
The smell is not that bad like they used to be.
We first met Antonio Echavarria in September, a retiree who moved from New Jersey and told us the stink made him rethink what he thought would be the home he and his wife spent their golden years in. When did you notice a difference?
Right after you guys show up. Right after, I'm sorry.
He broke down because he thought about selling his house.
I was ready, look.
But the same month we spoke, the city got a purchase order issued. We've been following up, and Thursday got to see not just the facility, but also the fix firsthand. This is the temporary fan right in front of us.
Yes.
The Utilities and Public Works Director explained the custom replacement that's coming is more high power.
The permanent fan is larger, pulls more volume of air than that one does.
Okay.
So, I mean, there is a
That's some good
fix.
news.
Yeah, there is a fix. And, you might still smell a little something because it takes a while. If you've ever had a funky odor in your house, it does.
Tell us more. How long does it take?
Sometimes even
Yeah.
bacon clings to the
Gotta
wall,
air out a little bit.
You can open the windows, open the
Yes.
doors, but when it's outside,
Hopefully
it's kind
this
of.
cool, crisp air will help.
I think it'll get rid of it.
Yeah.
I think it'll get rid
No
of
one
it.
wants this hot, muggy.
Oh my
stinky
gosh,
air.
yeah. And it was happening when it was hot and muggy too, so it was worse. All right, another story that I hope you guys will chime in on this one. But professional football is returning to Orlando, and the team needs your help, you out
Yes.
there, in designating a name for a mascot. So the United Football League introduced the Orlando Storm earlier this
Dun,
year.
dun, dun.
I know, I love the name. It's perfect for Orlando, right? So I tasked my colleagues, Lisa Bell and Jonathan Kegas, to all come up with like a mascot for the team.
Yes, that's what
And
they're asking for.
that's what they're asking for. So I think I'm going to submit mine. There's Captain Cloud.
Captain Cloud.
He is part storm chaser, part superhero. I think he could solve all of your problems. Look at
Okay.
that. Look at him.
Jamie Say is lurking behind us, our sports director.
Jamie, what do you think of
She
Captain
can see
Cloud?
Captain Cloud. He's very muscular.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Because he's a storm chaser and a superhero.
It's a very bold costume.
There's not a lot to the costume. I thought this was a family
It
friendly.
is. It gets hot here in Orlando. I don't know if you knew this, but okay. Yeah, okay. So we've got
So,
But he's got a lightning strike. Oh,
Oh, what is
Cat-
this?
Cat 6'7". This is my submission. So it's the Orlando Storm. This is Cat 6'7". Not nearly as muscular. Look at his arms.
Are those arms?
Now, in case you haven't been paying attention to the news, one of the
6'7",
big
oh my
headlines,
God.
Dictionary.com came out with its word of the year, which happened to be 6'7".
No,
I don't think I'm saying it right.
wait,
I
I-
did say it all the time, which is so annoying.
And then you make this hand gesture when
I
you
know,
do it
I know.
6'7".
See, that's what I needed the mascot to go like this. I didn't have enough time. But it's a play on words because cat, being like the right cat 6'7".
and people make up the fact. That
I hate
make up
that I
the
like
six.
it.
Yeah, I love that.
I hate that I like it.
Oh. Does Jonathan have a submission?
Let's bring in meteorologist Jonathan Kegas. He said he was going to put on his thinking cap for this one.
Sorry, I didn't know I need to come up with a whole animation, and
You're
I
busy
just
casting. It's fine.
We really need to visualize this. So we
Well,
have
mine's
Captain
gonna-
Cloud. We have Cat 6'7".
Did you come up with a name?
yeah, Nimbus.
The cloud?
Take
cloud.
Jonathan off
Enough
the
with
screen
the
right now.
clouds.
Take him off the screen. No.
Cat 6'7".
Okay, I'm trying to
We
think of
have a
something
winner.
practical.
Excuse me, Matt. Can you put the winning submission back on the
No,
screen, please?
don't.
We'd all like to. No, that's not it. That was the second place. He's shaking his head. He says they're both terrible. No, but let's see the winning one again.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
There it is.
Cat 6-7.
That's
Whatever.
it.
With how is he going to catch a pass? Those puny arms aren't doing anything.
He can't tackle.
He can't do
He's
anything.
fast. That's
all.
what it is. He's
got
fast.
a nice smile.
Speedy.
Obviously had some
He's got a
braces.
nice smile.
Anyway. All right, let's bring in meteorologist Jonathan Higgins for real this time to talk about our beautiful forecast. He had a nice smile. You've got a great forecast. We have been waiting for this, Jonathan.
I do. Yeah, if you like the cool weather, it's here. It's here for a while, at least through the weekend. Might see some rain chances kind of sneak back in as we get into next week, but we're going to focus on the next 4 days, which include Halloween and include changing the clocks back an hour, or at least I know most things are automatic. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
Unless, well, you mentioned it yesterday, the VCR, you might have to go down and still do that one.
And in your car, too. My car doesn't automatically go back.
yeah.
I got to push a little thing to do it.
I
Or
just
jalopy
wait
from
6
the
months and
80s
it does
that
it
she
itself.
rolls around in.
That's
My Model T.
just crank it up. But yeah, guys, the drier air is coming in. I want to share the water vapor imagery here. This is very telling. If did I share my screen?
Oh, Matt's saying no, you haven't. No,
I might have not shared it.
it's okay.
Sorry, I've been trying to. I've
Well,
been
we
coming
know
up with a name.
you can. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
We're all
Sorry,
talking
guys.
about airport delays, and that's very concerning. So we've all been
'cause
busy.
we have in our weather system, we get all those delays real time in our thing. So I was talking to our producer for just
Yeah.
behind the scenes stuff to get that ready for a new 6 at 10 and 11 and everything like that. But anyway, water vapor imagery not coming to Florida.
Uh-oh, now Jonathan is frozen.
I mean, it is cold outside.
Way from the United States.
Oh, there he is.
What happened?
You froze for a little bit. You said this is why Melissa wasn't coming to Florida, and then you froze.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
You can pick it
it's
up from
cold
there.
outside, right? No, I was just showing you the upper level pattern on why it wasn't coming here. So we're going to talk about that more. And we're going to talk about how cool it gets at 9:30. Yeah, and time change, because I'm very passionate about the time change debate.
I am
Oh
too.
my gosh, are you
In
for or
what
against it?
regard? Yes.
I am for.
The
So
time change.
You
Yeah.
want it to be daylight saving time year round.
I want us to keep on changing.
Yeah. He likes
back and
springing
forth.
forward and falling
like the
back.
What is
springing
wrong
forward.
with you, Jonathan?
It's just the sun would come up at like before 5 a.m. in the summertime.
We have those graphics. We're going to show that because that's what we're talking about at the end of the show, because it's
Oh, I'm
something that
spoiling the
really
party.
No, it's fine. It stirs controversy every single year it happens. People talk about it, but no, it's like people talk about it, nobody does a single thing about it. It just stays the
Wow,
same.
that sounds like what's actually going on with real life right now too.
Oh my God, that's
But no,
another.
And it would be my understanding. They want to. I would think that they would keep daylight saving time. So basically, what we're in right now, year round.
That's what
I
they want. That's what you want. That's what lawmakers are trying to do. That's what I think Rick
But
Scott
you're
is
saying
trying
if
to
it
do.
were year round, I mean, the sun comes up. It doesn't come up that early in the summer.
We're going to talk about that at the end of the show, Lisa,
You'll
because we've got a
see. I
graphic.
got some
Yeah,
numbers
Jonathan,
for you.
he built a graphic. Jonathan, thank you so much. Don't listen to her. She came up with Cat 6-7. Come on, Lisa, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
We'll be back. We'll talk about daylight saving time. Against it or for it?
Welcome to News 6 Tonight. We are so thankful that you're joining us here wherever you found us.
Yeah, you know what this tells me? If you have made this your new streaming destination, it tells me you're smart, also good looking, because you chose to watch the news in a different way. That makes you really smart. Anybody can give you the news from a teleprompter or an old newspaper. We do it in a fresh new way.
That's right. So check us out wherever you like to stream. We have this app for your TV, News 6 Plus. You can find it on Roku and Amazon and whatever your smart TV is cooking. So thank you. We would love to hear your comments down
Oh my
below.
gosh. Yeah.
And then we'll show them.
Yeah, we will. News 6 Plus. The plus is you.
Ooh.
Welcome back. We're going to continue the daylight saving time debate, which ends this weekend. We have to fall back by 1 hour.
Which I love.
All right, so let's show these graphics. I am okay because see, then you can like sleep in and you don't feel as guilty about that either because you're like, oh, it's still dark outside.
Is
I
that
like to
your
be up at sunrise. It's so peaceful when you're walking around, walking the dog. and
walking
you
the
see
dogs? Yeah, that's for
sunrise.
sure.
And if
That's
the
for sure.
sunrise is too early, you can miss it a lot of times.
Well, you don't miss it. I mean, well, you miss it because
I
you're
mean, I
still,
get up pretty early.
yeah.
I gotta
But
get kids out the door.
8:19 would be ideal.
That
No.
was in the winter. So, I mean, it would be better if that were in the summer, but anywho, yeah.
Yeah.
So earliest summer sunrise would be 5:27, which is what it is. I mean, right now we have daylight saving, and I feel
I
like it's at 6:30.
people love. Look at that. So you have all that daylight.
If we kept the
7:27.
standard time.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. She
no.
doesn't. Oh, all
That's
right.
see, now it's too early.
Okay.
It's too early.
Some you just can't please some people. It's fine. It's
And
fine.
then, yeah, you don't want a sunset in the summer at 7:27.
All right.
No.
That's
You're
what Lisa says.
barbecuing, you're like hanging out by the pool. You don't want to go to bed at 7:30.
Depends on what time you work. All right.
We
That's
gotta
going to do
go.
it for us
Our
right now.
time's up here.
Yeah, it really is. But
We
stay
could
tuned
fall
at
back
10
an hour and
o'clock.
do it for another hour.
We're going to tell you all about those airport delays and how it could impact you. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Right.